Hey there, English learners. Welcome back. I'm so thrilled you're here because we're diving into something truly vital today. Now, we're not just picking up new words or grammar rules, oh no. Instead, we're shining a light on those pesky mistakes that hold people back from making real progress in English. Can you believe it? Millions of students find themselves stuck in the same spot for years. But don't fret. This episode is going to completely transform the way you view learning English. You're going to uncover why some folks struggle with English and why striving for perfection can actually slow you down. But wait, there's more. You'll also discover super simple ways to tackle these challenges and finally speak English like a pro. After this episode, you'll unlock the secrets to successful English learning. You'll know exactly what pitfalls to avoid and what actions to take instead. And let me tell you, this isn't just theory. These are tried and true methods that can kickstart your learning journey right now. So, grab your coffee or tea, sit back, and let's embark on this exciting adventure to uncover the truths about learning English that no one talks about. You've got this. Did you know that to really remember a new word, you might need to see it between 5 to 16 times? I know it sounds like a lot. But here's the thing most English students expect to learn it after just 1 or 2 glimpses. This kind of thinking? It's just one of many little bumps in the road that can slow down your learning journey. Now think about babies for a moment. When they're learning to talk, they make tons of mistakes every single day. They say I goed instead of I went, and sometimes they jumble the words around. They even invent words that don't exist. But you know what? Nobody tells them they're bad at languages. They just keep trying and playing with those words. But then, when we become adults, something shifts. We start to fear making mistakes. We want everything to be perfect right away. This new mindset can create some pretty big hurdles that might hold us back for years. Research shows that adult language learners often get caught in their own traps, not because they lack intelligence or aren't putting in the effort, but simply because they let those fears trip them up. So remember, it's okay to make mistakes. Embrace them. You're on a beautiful journey, and every step, even the wobbly ones, is part of your growth. Keep shining, you've got this. Let's talk about something super important, the fear of speaking trap. I get it. It can feel overwhelming. You might be so scared of making mistakes that you just stop talking in English altogether. You've put in the hard work studying grammar, memorizing vocabulary, watching English videos, yet when it's time to speak, it's like the words just vanish. Here's what's happening in those moments of fear. You're thinking about every single word, double-checking your grammar, worrying about your accent, imagining every possible disaster. By the time you've gone through all that in your mind, the conversation is over. Poof. Just like that, the chance to express yourself is gone. This trap can feel tricky, right? You think you're doing everything right, studying, learning, understanding more and more English, but without speaking practice, your skills are locked away in your head. You can understand everything, but when it's time to use it, it's just not there. But here's the good news. The key is to change how you think about mistakes. Instead of viewing errors as something bad, think of them as valuable lessons. Each mistake is like a friendly reminder of what you need to practice. Even native speakers mess up. They forget words, say the wrong things, and use bad grammar sometimes. The secret? They don't let those small hiccups stop them from talking. So let's flip the script. Set yourself a daily speaking goal that focuses on just communicating, not being perfect. Maybe record yourself sharing about your day for just 2 minutes, or leave some fun comments on social media in English. Making mistakes is not just okay, it's absolutely vital. And guess what? You get to do it in a safe space where you can learn and grow without feeling bad at all. So, let's start small. Think about your morning routine. What do you see outside your window? Paint that picture. And oh, how about sharing a fun story from your last weekend? Don't stress about being perfect with your grammar or pronunciation. Just focus on getting your message across. Remember, Every time you practice, it becomes more and more natural. Speaking is just like any other skill, right? You wouldn't expect to play the piano flawlessly after just reading about it for months. No way. You need to get in there and press those keys. The same goes for English. I gotta practice moving your mouth and making those sounds. Create opportunities every single day. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Yes, I mean it. Read books out loud, repeat after your favorite movies and shows, and join those online conversation groups. The key is to keep speaking regularly, even if it's just for a few minutes each day. You've got this. Your journey is just beginning, and I can't wait to see how far you go. It's really easy to fall into this belief that if you just learn every single grammar rule, you'll be a fantastic speaker. But here's the thing, spending years memorizing complex rules and exceptions, that can actually cause more issues than it solves. When you're overthinking grammar, you kind of start to sound like a computer, right? You might find yourself pausing mid-sentence just to figure out verb tenses, or stressing over whether to use the or a. And it totally interrupts the natural flow of conversation. But guess what? Research shows that kids learn their first language without diving deep into grammar rules. They pick up patterns by listening and practicing. It's all about developing that natural feel for what sounds right. And you know what? This same approach can work wonders for adults too, as long as you don't overthink every single sentence. The best English speakers? They're not grammar whizzes, they're communication pros. They know it's all about connecting with others, not just flaunting perfect grammar. So, here's a little tip. Instead of getting lost in grammar rules, try learning them in real-life situations. When you hear something new in a conversation or a movie, pay attention. Notice how people use the language naturally. Let your ear get the hang of what sounds right, and focus on the grammar you really need for everyday chats. Most conversations, they stick to simple structures. Master those basics first, and then advanced grammar. I know it can feel overwhelming when you're constantly comparing yourself to others, right? Especially when you see other English learners who seem to be zooming ahead. But here's the thing. Everyone has their own unique journey, and that's absolutely okay. When you see someone speaking English effortlessly, it's easy to feel down about your own progress. But remember, we all start from different places with different goals. Social media can really amplify this feeling, can't it? You scroll through and see those perfect English speakers, and it's easy to think they got there overnight. But you don't see the countless hours of practice, the mistakes they made, or the frustration they faced. It's a slippery slope, my friend. That comparison mindset can lead to feeling demotivated. You start to think, I'm not good enough. And then you study less, practice less, and guess what? Your improvement slows down. It's a cycle, and it can be tough to break. But don't let that get to you. Learning English is not a race. It's a personal journey, and we all have our own timelines. Some folks have more time to practice, or they've been immersed in English since they were kids. But that doesn't mean they're smarter or more talented than you. The key here is to focus on your progress. Celebrate those small victories. Maybe it's understanding a movie without subtitles or having a phone chat in English, whatever it is, make those goals personal to you. And when you achieve them, celebrate. I get it, it can feel really cozy to just kick back and consume all that English content, reading articles, watching videos, listening to podcasts. But here's the thing. If you're not actively practicing your speaking or writing, you might find yourself struggling to use the language when it counts. I know it feels productive to learn while lounging on the couch, and sure, you pick up new words and hear different accents, but without that hands-on practice, it's like having a one-way ticket. Think about it this way. If you wanted to learn how to cook, would you just watch cooking shows for months? Of course not. You'd be in the kitchen, getting your hands dirty. The same goes for learning English. You need to jump in and actively use the language to truly become fluent. Now, here's the magic formula. Blend that passive learning with active practice. Use those cozy moments to soak up new language skills, and then right away, practice what you've learned through speaking and writing exercises. Try the echo method. After you watch a video or listen to a podcast, pause for a moment and repeat what you heard in your own words. It's such a great way to really process that information and practice your pronunciation at the same time. And don't forget about the summary method. After reading an article or watching something, jot down a short summary in your own words. It's a fantastic way to organize your thoughts in English and use that fresh vocabulary in context. Oh, and create those active learning habits. In every episode, I get to share something super useful that can really boost your English skills right away. Today we have a fantastic phrase that's all about learning and motivation. Are you ready? Here it is. Practice makes progress, not perfection. This little gem reminds us that the aim of practice isn't to be flawless, but to improve bit by bit. Each time you practice, you get just a little bit better. And guess what? Every mistake? It's a golden opportunity to learn something valuable. Each conversation? It's a step towards building your confidence. You can absolutely use this phrase to lift yourself or others up. For instance, I might say, I know my pronunciation isn't perfect yet, but I remind myself that practice makes progress, not perfection. Or maybe, don't sweat. The mistakes in our chat practice makes progress, not perfection. So keep this phrase close to your heart whenever you start feeling frustrated with your journey. Instead of aiming for perfection, let's celebrate those small, amazing improvements you're making every single day. You've got this. So let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned today, shall we? First off, I totally get it. Being afraid to speak can really hold you back from using English. You might worry about making mistakes, but guess what? Mistakes are just opportunities to learn. Focus on communicating, not on being perfect. That's the key. Now, about grammar, studying it too much can actually slow you down. It can make you overthink every single sentence. Instead, let's learn grammar through real-life situations and focus on those communication patterns that really matter. And remember, comparing yourself to others? That's a total motivation killer. Everyone has their own unique journey and timeline, so embrace yours. Oh, and let's not forget, passive learning alone won't make you fluent. You've got to balance that input with some active practice. Speaking and writing exercises are where the magic happens. These ideas can truly transform your English learning experience starting today. Pick one trap that feels familiar and make a promise to steer clear of it this week. Just notice how this simple change boosts your confidence and progress. If this episode has helped you understand your learning challenges better, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with other English learners who could use a little encouragement. Your support means the world to us and helps us create content that makes a real difference in your journey. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more practical tips that actually work. We're here to support you every step of the way to English fluency.